Ladies and gentlemen, to be real with yourself is to embark on a journey of self-discovery, a journey that will lead you to the realization of your true nature, your divine essence. It is a journey that requires courage, honesty, and above all, a willingness to face the truth of your being. Let us begin by understanding what it means to be real with yourself. In the world of appearances, we often wear masks, playing roles that we believe are expected of us. We present a facade to the world, hiding our true thoughts, feelings, and desires behind a veil of societal expectations and self-imposed limitations. But I say to you, this is not the way to live. This is not the way to manifest your desires or to experience the joy and fulfillment that is your birthright. To be real with yourself means to strip away these masks, to peel back the layers of conditioning that have obscured your true self. It means to stand naked before the mirror of your own consciousness, seeing yourself as you truly are, not as you think you should be or as others expect you to be. This process of self-discovery is not always comfortable. It requires you to confront your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. It demands that you question your beliefs, your assumptions, and your habitual patterns of thought and behavior. But I assure you, my friends, this discomfort is the price of freedom. It is the necessary step towards claiming your divine heritage and manifesting the life of your dreams. Now you might ask, Neville, why is it so important to be real with myself? Can't I just focus on my desires and use my imagination to create the life I want? And to this I would say, yes, imagination is indeed the key to manifestation. But imagination, to be truly effective, must be rooted in the truth of your being. You see, when you are not real with yourself, when you are living a lie or denying aspects of your true self, you create a state of inner conflict. This conflict manifests as resistance, blocking the free flow of your creative power. It's like trying to sail a ship while simultaneously anchoring it to the shore. No matter how much you desire to move forward, you remain stuck, held back by the very lies you tell yourself. But when you learn to be real with yourself, when you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your true nature, you remove this resistance. You become a clear channel through which the infinite power of your imagination can flow unimpeded. You become, in essence, a conscious co-creator with God. Let me share with you a simple yet powerful technique to begin this process of being real with yourself. Each night, before you sleep, take a few moments to review your day. But don't just passively observe the events that transpired. Instead, actively engage with your experiences. Ask yourself, was I true to myself today? Did my thoughts, words, and actions align with my deepest values and desires? Or did I compromise my truth to please others or to avoid discomfort? Be honest in your assessment. If you find areas where you were not true to yourself, don't judge or condemn. Simply acknowledge the truth of what occurred. Then, using the power of your imagination, revise the scene. See yourself acting with authenticity and integrity. Feel the sense of alignment and peace that comes from being true to yourself. This practice of nightly revision serves two purposes. First, it helps you become more aware of the ways in which you may be denying or suppressing your true self. Second, it allows you to impress upon your subconscious mind the state of being real and authentic. Remember, your subconscious does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what you actually experience in the outer world. By consistently impressing upon it the state of authenticity, you are training yourself to naturally and effortlessly express your true self in all aspects of your life. Now, my dear friends, let us delve deeper into the implications of being real with yourself. When you commit to this path of authenticity, you will find that it touches every aspect of your life. Your relationships will transform, becoming more genuine and fulfilling. Your work will take on new meaning as you align your career with your true passions and values. Your health will improve as you honor your body's true needs rather than indulging in habits that do not serve you. But perhaps most importantly, your relationship with yourself will undergo a profound transformation. You will begin to experience a deep sense of self-love and acceptance. The inner critic that has plagued you for so long will lose its power, replaced by a voice of compassion and understanding. This self-acceptance is crucial, for it is the foundation upon which all manifestation rests. You see, the outer world is but a reflection of your inner state. If you are at war with yourself, if you are constantly judging and criticizing yourself, this conflict will be mirrored in your external reality. But when you learn to accept yourself fully, when you embrace all aspects of your being with love and compassion, you create a harmonious inner state that must, by law, be reflected in your outer world. Let me share with you a powerful affirmation that can help you cultivate this state of self-acceptance. Repeat to yourself with feeling, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Say this not as a mere collection of words, but as a statement of truth about your essential nature. Feel the reality of these words. Let them sink deep into your consciousness, impressing upon your subconscious mind the truth of your being. As you practice this affirmation, you may notice resistance arising. Old beliefs and self-judgments may surface, challenging the truth of these words. This is perfectly natural. It is simply the old patterns of thoughts fighting to maintain their hold on your consciousness. Do not fight against this resistance. Instead, observe it with detachment, acknowledge it, and then gently return your focus to the truth of your affirmation. Remember, my friends, you are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your past experiences or your future expectations. You are the awareness that observes all of these. You are the unchanging consciousness that persists through all the changing states of your life. This is your true self, your divine essence. And it is from this place of pure awareness that you can truly learn to be real with yourself. Now, let us explore another aspect of being real with yourself: the courage to face your fears and limitations. Many of us go through life avoiding our fears, denying our weaknesses, and running from our challenges. We create elaborate stories and excuses to justify our inaction or our failures. But I say to you, this avoidance is the very thing that keeps you trapped in a life that is less than you desire. To be real with yourself means to have the courage to face these fears head on. It means to look at your limitations not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. When you avoid your fears, you give them power over you. But when you face them, when you step into the very experiences that frighten you, you reclaim your power. Let me share with you a technique to help you face your fears and limitations. I call it the I remember when technique. Here's how it works. Think of a fear or limitation that has been holding you back. Now, instead of focusing on the fear itself, imagine a future point in time when you have already overcome this fear. From this future perspective, say to yourself, I remember when I used to be afraid of your fear. Feel the relief, the confidence, the sense of accomplishment that comes with having conquered your fear. Let this feeling permeate your entire being. You see, by placing yourself in the future and looking back at your fear as something you've already overcome, you're impressing upon your subconscious mind the state of having conquered that fear. And your subconscious, being the faithful servant that it is, will begin to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions to make this imagined state a reality. This technique is powerful because it combines imagination with the state of being real with yourself. You are not denying your fear or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, you are acknowledging it and then consciously choosing to see yourself as having moved beyond. This is the essence of being real with yourself, facing the truth of your current state while simultaneously holding the vision of your desired state. As you practice this technique, you may find that opportunities arise for you to face your fears in the physical world. When these opportunities present themselves, embrace them. Remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. By imagining yourself as having overcome your fears, you are creating the inner conditions that will manifest as opportunities for growth and transformation in your outer world. Now, my dear friends, let us turn our attention to another crucial aspect of being real with yourself: the alignment of your thoughts, words, and actions. Many of us live in a state of inner conflict where our thoughts say one thing, our words another, and our actions something else entirely. This misalignment creates a state of cognitive dissonance, a psychological discomfort that drains our energy and blocks the free flow of our creative power. To be real with yourself means to bring these three aspects of your being into harmony. It means to think, speak, and act in accordance with your true values and desires. This alignment is the key to personal integrity, and integrity is the foundation of a fulfilling and successful life. Begin by examining your thoughts. Are they aligned with your deepest values and desires? Or are they filled with self-doubt, criticism, and limitation? Remember, your thoughts are the seeds from which your reality grows to change your life. You must first change your thinking. Next, look at your words. Do they reflect the truth of your being? Or do you find yourself saying things to please others, even when those words contradict your true feelings? Your words have power. They are declarations to the universe of what you believe to be true. Speak your truth, even when your voice shakes. For in doing so, you align your outer expression with your inner reality. Finally, examine your actions. Do they align with your thoughts and words, or do you find yourself procrastinating, making excuses, or engaging in behaviors that contradict your stated goals and values? Remember, it is through your actions that you make your mark on the world. It is through your actions that you bring your imagined state into physical reality. Bringing these three aspects into alignment may seem challenging at first. You may find that old habits and patterns of behavior resist change. This is natural. But I assure you, with consistent practice and unwavering faith, you can achieve this alignment. Here's a simple exercise to help you cultivate this alignment. Each morning, set an intention for the day. Choose a state of being that you wish to embody, perhaps confidence, compassion, or abundance. Then, throughout the day, consciously align your thoughts, words, and actions with this chosen state. If you've chosen confidence, for example, notice your thoughts. Are they confident thoughts? If not, gently redirect them. Pay attention to your words. Do they express confidence? If not, choose your words more carefully. Observe your actions. Do they reflect a confident person? If not, this practice of conscious alignment will not only help you be more real with yourself, but will also accelerate your manifestations. For when your entire being is aligned with your desired state, you become an irresistible magnet for the experiences that match that state. Now, my friends, as we delve deeper into the art of being real with yourself, let us explore the concept of self-forgiveness. Many of us carry the burden of past mistakes, regrets, and perceived failures. We beat ourselves up over choices we made or opportunities we missed. But I say to you, this self-condemnation serves no purpose other than to keep you trapped in a state of guilt and unworthiness. To be real with yourself means to acknowledge your past without being defined by it. It means to look at your mistakes not as evidence of your unworthiness, but as stepping stones on your journey of growth and self-discovery. Every experience you've had, every choice you've made has brought you to this moment. And this moment, right now, is the point of power from which you can shape your future. Practice self-forgiveness not as an intellectual exercise, but as a felt experience. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing before a younger version of you. The you that made those mistakes or missed those opportunities. Look at this younger self with eyes of love and compassion. Embrace them, forgive them, and then merge with them, allowing the energy of forgiveness to permeate every cell of your being. As you practice this, you may find emotions arising, perhaps sadness, anger, or regret. Allow these emotions to flow through you without judgment. For in allowing them, you are being real with yourself. You are acknowledging the truth of your experience rather than suppressing or denying it. Remember, forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions or denying the consequences of your choices. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional baggage of the past so that you can move forward with clarity and purpose. It's about reclaiming your power to create your future rather than being held hostage by your here. As you cultivate this practice of self-forgiveness, you will find that it becomes easier to forgive others as well. For in forgiving yourself, you recognize the divine essence within you, the part of you that is perfect, whole, and complete regardless of your actions. And in recognizing this divinity within yourself, you naturally begin to see it in others as well. Now, Let us turn our attention to another crucial aspect of being real with yourself: the courage to dream big. Many of us have been conditioned to play small, to set realistic goals, to temper our desires to fit within the boundaries of what we believe is possible. But I say to you, this self-imposed limitation is a form of dishonesty. It is a denial of your true nature as an infinite, divine being. To be real with yourself means to acknowledge the vastness of your desires without shame or apology. It means to dare to dream beyond the confines of your current circumstances, beyond the limitations of your past experiences, beyond even the boundaries of what you currently believe is possible. You see, my dear friends, your desires are not random or arbitrary. They are the voice of God within you, calling you towards your highest expression. When you deny your desires, when you downplay your ambitions, you are not being humble or realistic. You are, in fact, denying the divine impulse within you that seeks expression through you. So I challenge you to dream big. Allow yourself to imagine the grandest version of your life. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? Who would you be if you were living in perfect alignment with your highest self? What would your life look like if you were fully expressing your unique gifts and talents? As you contemplate these questions, you may feel a mixture of excitement and fear. The excitement comes from your soul recognizing its true potential. The fear comes from your ego, which seeks to keep you safe within the familiar confines of your comfort zone. Both of these responses are natural, and both are part of being real with yourself. Acknowledge the fear, but do not let it deter you from your grand vision. Instead, see it as a signpost, pointing you towards the areas where growth and expansion are possible. For it is often at the edges of our comfort zone, in the realm of the unknown and the uncertain, that our greatest growth occurs. Remember, the size of your vision determines the size of your life. When you allow yourself to dream big, you expand the container of your consciousness. You create space for miracles to occur. You align yourself with the infinite potential of the universe. But dreaming big is not enough. To be truly real with yourself, you must also be willing to take inspired action towards your dreams. This is where many people falter. They have grand visions, but they hesitate to take the necessary steps to bring those visions into reality. This hesitation often stems from a fear of failure or a fear of success. The fear of failure is obvious. We worry that we might not achieve our goals, that we might look foolish or be judged by others. But the fear of success can be equally paralyzing. We may worry about the responsibilities that come with success, or fear that we might lose ourselves in the process of achieving our goals. To overcome these fears, remember this fundamental truth. You are not your achievements, nor are you your failures. You are the unchanging awareness that observes both success and failure. Your worth is not determined by the outcome of your actions, but by the truth of your being. When you truly internalize this truth, you free yourself to take bold action without attachment to the outcome. You can pursue your dreams wholeheartedly, knowing that whether you succeed or fail in the eyes of the world, you remain whole and complete in your essence. So, my dear friends, as you learn to be real with yourself, I urge you to cultivate the courage to dream big and the willingness to take inspired action. For it is in the harmony of vision and action that true manifestation occurs. Now, let us explore another crucial aspect of being real with yourselves: the practice of self-reflection. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose touch with our inner world. We become so focused on doing that we forget about being. But I say to you, regular self-reflection is essential for maintaining authenticity and alignment with your true self. Set aside time each day for quiet contemplation. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. During this time, turn your attention inward. Observe your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. Notice the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. As you practice this self-reflection, you may uncover beliefs or thought patterns that no longer serve you. Perhaps you'll recognize self-limiting beliefs that have been holding you back, or uncover desires that you've been suppressing. This awareness is a crucial step in being real with yourself. For only by recognizing these patterns can you begin to change them. Remember, my dear friends, that change begins in your imagination. As you uncover limiting beliefs or unacknowledged desires, use your imagination to create new, empowering beliefs. See yourself embodying these new beliefs. Feel the emotions associated with living from this new state of consciousness. This practice of imaginative transformation is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. It is, in fact, the most practical and powerful tool you possess for reshaping your reality. For your imagination is the creative power of God expressing itself through you. Now, as we delve deeper into the art of being real with yourself, let's explore the concept of emotional honesty. Many of us have been conditioned to suppress or deny certain emotions, particularly those deemed negative or unacceptable by society. We put on a brave face when we're hurting, force a smile when we're angry, or pretend to be confident when we're filled with doubt. But I say to you, this emotional dishonesty is a form of self-betrayal. It creates a disconnect between your inner experience and your outer expression, leading to a state of internal conflict and discord. To be real with yourself means to acknowledge and honor all of your emotions without judgment or suppression. It means to give yourself permission to feel what you feel, whether it's joy or sorrow, anger or fear, love or hate. This doesn't mean you need to act on every emotion you feel. Rather, it means allowing yourself to fully experience the emotion, to sit with it, to understand its message. For every emotion, even those we label as negative, carries valuable information about our needs, desires, and boundaries. When you practice emotional honesty, you may find that emotions you've long suppressed begin to surface. This can be uncomfortable, even overwhelming at times. But I assure you, this discomfort is temporary. As you learn to acknowledge and process your emotions, you'll develop greater emotional resilience and stability. Moreover, by being honest about your emotions, you open yourself up to deeper, more authentic connections with others. For when you're real with yourself, you naturally become more real in your interactions with others. This authenticity is magnetic, drawing to you relationships based on mutual understanding and genuine connection. Now let us turn our attention to another crucial aspect of being real with yourselves: the practice of self-trust. Many of us have been conditioned to look outside ourselves for validation, guidance, and answers. We seek approval from others, follow societal norms without question, and rely on external authorities to tell us what's right or wrong. But I say to you, the greatest authority on your life is you. You have within you an innate wisdom, a divine guidance system that always knows the right path for you. To be real with yourself means to trust this inner wisdom, to have faith in your own intuition and judgment. This doesn't mean you should ignore the advice or wisdom of others. Rather, it means filtering all external input through your own inner knowing. It means making decisions based not on what others expect of you, but on what feels truly right and aligned for you. Cultivating self-trust requires practice. Start by making small decisions based on your intuition rather than logic or external expectations. Pay attention to how these decisions feel in your body. Do they bring a sense of expansion and lightness, or contraction and heaviness? Your body's wisdom is a powerful tool for discerning what's truly right for you. As you practice self-trust, you may find yourself making choices that others don't understand or approve of. This is where the courage to be real with yourself is truly tested. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's reactions to your authentic self. Your responsibility is to be true to yourself, to honor your own path and purpose. Now, my dear friends, as we approach the culmination of our discourse on learning to be real with yourself, let us explore one final crucial aspect: the practice of self-love. For all the techniques and practices we've discussed, self-reflection, emotional honesty, self-trust are rooted in and nourished by self-love. To be real with yourself means to love yourself unconditionally, to accept all aspects of your being with compassion and understanding. This includes your strengths and your weaknesses, your successes and your failures, your light and your shadow. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that self-love is selfish or narcissistic. But I say to you, true self-love is the foundation of all love. For how can you truly love another if you do not first love yourself? How can you give from an empty cup? Self-love is not about inflating your ego or thinking you're better than others. It's about recognizing your inherent worth as a divine being. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer to a beloved friend. Practice self-love in both thought and action. Speak to yourself with words of kindness and encouragement. Treat your body with respect, nourishing it with healthy food and joyful movement. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Set boundaries that honor your needs and values. As you cultivate self-love, you may encounter resistance. Old patterns of self-criticism or unworthiness may surface. When this happens, remember that these patterns are not the truth of who you are. They are simply habits of thought that can be changed through consistent practice and unwavering faith in your true divine nature. In conclusion, my dear friends, learning to be real with yourself is a lifelong journey. It requires courage, honesty, and our willingness to face both the light and shadow aspects of your being. But I assure you, the rewards of this journey are beyond measure. As you learn to be real with yourself, you will experience a profound sense of inner peace and alignment. You will tap into a wellspring of creativity and power that you never knew existed within you. You will attract relationships and opportunities that resonate with your authentic self. And most importantly, you will live a life that is truly your own, a life of purpose, passion, and profound fulfillment. Remember, you are a divine being, created in the image and likeness of God. You have within you all the power and wisdom of the universe. As you learn to be real with yourself, you unlock this infinite potential, allowing it to express itself through you in ways that will astonish and delight you. So go forth, my friends, with courage and faith. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and self-realization. Be real with yourself, and watch as the world around you transforms to reflect the truth of your being. For in being real with yourself, you align with the creative power of the universe, becoming a conscious co-creator of your reality. And always remember, the world is you pushed out. As you change your inner world, your outer world must change to match it. This is the law of your being, the promise of your divine heritage. Embrace it, live it, and watch as miracles unfold in your life. Thank you, and may your journey of self-discovery be filled with joy, wonder, and infinite power. Ladies and gentlemen, today we shall explore 10 simple ways to make yourself happy. But before we delve into these methods, I want you to understand that what we're really discussing is not mere happiness, but the very nature of reality itself and your place within it. You see, happiness is not something to be pursued or attained. It is not a destination or goal. Happiness, true and lasting happiness, is your natural state of being. It is who you are at your core. The reason you may not experience this constant state of joy is that you have forgotten your true identity. You have forgotten that you are God, expressing itself in human form. Now, don't misunderstand me. When I say you are God, I'm not speaking in metaphor or allegory. I mean it in the most literal sense possible. You are the operant power in your world. You are the creator of your reality. Everything you experience, everything you perceive, is a manifestation of your call. With this understanding, let us explore these 10 simple ways to make yourself happy. But remember, as we go through them, that these are not external actions to be performed, but internal shifts in consciousness to be realized. Imagine the ideal scene. The first and perhaps most crucial step in making yourself happy is to imagine the ideal scene. What does your perfect life look like? How do you feel in this ideal state? Don't hold back. Allow yourself to imagine every detail vividly. You see, my dear friends, your imagination is not some frivolous faculty for daydreaming. Your imagination is the very workshop in which you fashion your world. What you imagine with feeling, with conviction, must inevitably manifest in your physical reality. William Blake, that great visionary poet, once wrote, "What is now proved was once only imagined." This is not mere poetry. It is a statement of cosmic law. Everything in your world, from the chair you're sitting on to the most advanced technological marvels was once only a thought, an image in someone's mind. So imagine your ideal scene. See it clearly. Feel it deeply. Know it to be true. For in that act of imagination, you are literally creating your new reality. Feel it real. Now, it's not enough to merely visualize your desire. You must feel it real. You must enter into the state of the wish fulfilled. This is where many fall short in their manifestation efforts. They think of their desire as something in the future, something to be attained. But I tell you, time is merely a construct of human consciousness. In the realm of spirit, to make yourself happy, you must feel as though your desire is already fulfilled. If you desire wealth, feel the satisfaction of financial abundance. If you seek love, feel the warmth and joy of being in a loving relationship. If you want success in your career, feel the pride and fulfillment of achieving your goals. Remember, your feeling is your faith. What you feel deeply, you will experience in your outer world. The universe responds not to your words or your conscious wishes, but to the state of feeling you emanate. Live in the end. Building upon feeling it real, you must learn to live in the end. This means assuming the state of your wish fulfilled in every moment of your day. It's not enough to imagine and feel your desire for a few minutes during meditation or before sleep. You must carry that feeling, that knowing, with you throughout your day. If you desire to be wealthy, walk, talk, and act as a wealthy person would. If you wish for perfect health, move and behave as a perfectly healthy person would. Your outer world will inevitably conform to your inner assumptions. This may seem challenging at first. Your senses may tell you that your desire is not yet realized. But remember, your senses only show you the effects of past thoughts and beliefs. They do not dictate your reality. They reflect it. By living in the end, you are causing a shift in your consciousness that will inevitably be reflected in your outer world. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a virtuous sentiment. It is a powerful creative force. When you express gratitude, you are affirming the presence of that for which you are grateful. You are tuning your consciousness to the frequency of abundance and joy. Many make the mistake of waiting to feel grateful until their desires are manifested. But this is backwards thinking. Gratitude is not a response to receiving. It is a catalyst for receiving. By being grateful now, you are creating the conditions for more to be grateful for. So, cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for everything in your life, even those things you wish to change. For in expressing gratitude, you are acknowledging the infinite abundance of the universe and your rightful place within it. Revise your day. Here's a powerful technique that can dramatically shift your experience of life. Revision. At the end of each day, before you sleep, you play the events of your day in your imagination. But here's the key. Did you have an argument with a colleague? In your imagination, replay that scene. But this time, see it unfolding harmoniously. Did you miss an opportunity? Imagine yourself seizing that opportunity with confidence and success. You see, my dear friends, memory is not fixed. It is fluid, constantly being rewritten. By consciously revising your day, you are literally rewriting your past. And since your past informs your present state, which in turn creates your future, you are effectively reshaping your entire life experience. This practice of revision is not about denial or escapism. It's about exercising your divine power as the operant power in your world. You are not bound by what seems to have happened. You have the power to choose the version of events that serves your highest good. Silence your inner critic. We all have an inner voice, a constant commentary running in our minds. For many, this inner voice is often critical, doubting, fearful, but remember, this voice is not you. It is merely a collection of beliefs and assumptions you've accumulated over time. To make yourself happy, you must learn to silence this inner critic, or better yet, transform it into an encouraging, supportive voice. How? By consciously choosing your thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself in negative self-talk, stop. Take a deep breath. Then deliberately choose a thought that serves you better. If your inner voice says, I can't do this, consciously affirm, I am more than capable of handling this situation with ease and grace. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And as the thinker, you have the power to choose which thoughts to entertain and which to dismiss. Practice self-love. My dear friends, self-love is not vanity or egoism. It is the recognition of your divine nature. It is the acknowledgement that you are a perfect expression of God, worthy of all good things. Many struggle with self-love because they judge themselves based on external standards or past mistakes. But I tell you, you are not your actions, your achievements, or your possessions. You are the awareness behind all these things. You are consciousness itself, pure and perfect. To practice self-love, start by speaking kindly to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, knowing that they were necessary steps in your journey of awakening. Look in the mirror each day and say, with feeling, I love you. It may feel awkward at first, but persist. For in loving yourself, you are aligning with the truth of your being. And this alignment is the foundation of all happiness and success. Live in the present moment. Happiness is not found in the past or the future. It exists only in the present moment. Yet how often do we find ourselves dwelling on past regrets or worrying about future uncertainties? To make yourself happy, learn to live fully in the present moment. This doesn't mean you shouldn't plan for the future or learn from the past. But it does mean recognizing that your power to create and experience joy exists only in the now. When you find your mind wandering to past or future, gently bring it back to the present. Focus on your breath, on the sensations in your body, on the sights and sounds around you. This practice of presence not only increases happiness, but also enhances your creative power. For it's only in the present moment that you can choose your state of being and thus shape your reality. Serve others. There's a paradox that many find difficult to grasp. The more you give, the more you receive. This is not some moral platitude. It is a law of consciousness. When you serve others, when you give of yourself without expectation of return, you are affirming your own abundance. You are declaring to the universe, I have more than enough to share. Moreover, in serving others, you often find that your own problems and worries diminish. You gain perspective. You realize that you're part of something greater than your individual concerns. But remember, true service comes from a place of fullness, not lack. Don't give to get. Give because you are already complete, already abundant. Give as an expression of your true nature, which is love itself. Embrace your divinity. His final point encompasses all the others. To truly make yourself happy, you must embrace your divinity. You must accept without doubt or reservation that you are God expressing itself in human form. This is not an intellectual concept to be understood, but a truth to be lived. When you fully embrace your divinity, you realize that there is nothing outside of you. All that you see, all that you experience is a reflection of your own consciousness. In this realization, fear dissolves, doubt disappears. Well, how can you fear anything when you know that you are the creator of all? How can you doubt yourself when you understand that you are the very power that moves the stars? Embracing your divinity doesn't mean becoming arrogant or disregarding others. On the contrary, it means recognizing the divinity in all beings, in all things. It means living from a place of love, compassion, and unity. Now, my dear friends, as we conclude our exploration of these 10 simple ways to make yourself happy, I want you to understand that these are not separate techniques to be applied one at a time. They are different facets of a single truth. You are the operant power in your world. Your happiness, your success, your entire life experience is a reflection of your state of consciousness. Change your consciousness and you change your world. It really is that simple. But simple does not always mean easy. These principles may challenge everything you've been taught about the nature of reality. They may seem to contradict your sensory experience. But I urge you, do not dismiss them without testing them in your own life. For the next 30 days, commit to living these principles. Imagine your ideal scene daily. Feel your desires as already fulfilled. Live in the end. Practice gratitude and revision. Silence your inner critic and cultivate self-love. Live in the present moment and serve others. Above all, embrace your divinity. Do this, and I promise you, your life will transform in ways you can scarcely imagine. For you will have aligned yourself with the creative power of the universe. You will have remembered your true identity as God expressing itself in human form. Remember, the kingdom of heaven is within you. It is not a place to be reached, but a state to be realized. And in that realization lies the key to lasting happiness, to boundless joy, to a life of miracles. You are the miracle. You are the power. You are God in expression. Claim your divine heritage. Live from this truth and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. Go forth, my dear friends, in this knowing. Let every thought, every word, every action be a testament to your divine nature. For in doing so, you not only make yourself happy, but you contribute to the awakening of all humanity. Remember, my dear friends, that every moment of your life is a moment of creation. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every word you speak is shaping your reality. You are not a passive observer of your life. You are its active creator. Let us revisit each of these 10 ways to make yourself happy and explore how you can integrate them more fully into your daily experience. Imagine the ideal scene. I cannot stress enough the importance of this practice. Your imagination is the very soil in which the seeds of your future reality are planted. Make it a daily ritual to spend time in quiet contemplation, vividly imagining your ideal life. See yourself living your dream home. Feel the satisfaction of excelling in your chosen career. Experience the joy of harmonious relationships. Immerse yourself in the feelings of health, wealth, and happiness. But don't just do this as a mental exercise. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Let every cell of your body vibrate with the reality of your imagined scene. For it is this feeling that gives life to your imaginings. Feel it real. Building upon your imaginal scenes, practice feeling the reality of your desires throughout your day. If you desire financial abundance, feel the security and freedom that comes with it. If you seek perfect health, feel the vitality and energy coursing through your body. Remember, your outer world is a reflection of your inner state. By consistently feeling the reality of your desires, you are tuning your consciousness to the frequency of their fulfillment. You are, in essence, living in the end. Live in the end. This principle is the cornerstone of conscious creation. To live in the end means to assume the state of your wish fulfilled in every moment. It means thinking, speaking, and acting from the perspective of already being the person you desire to be. If you wish to be a successful author, think thoughts a successful author would think. Make decisions as a successful author would. Carry yourself with the confidence and poise of a successful author. This may feel like pretending at first, but persist. For in this seeming pretense, you are actually aligning yourself with the reality of your desire. You are bridging the gap between your current state and your desired state. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is not just a sentiment. It is a powerful creative force. When you express gratitude, you are affirming the presence of that for which you are grateful. You are tuning your consciousness to the frequency of abundance. Make it a habit to express gratitude throughout your day. Be thankful for the air you breathe, the food you eat, the clothes you wear. Be grateful for your relationships, your job, your home. Even be grateful for the challenges you face, for they are opportunities for growth and expansion. Remember, gratitude is not dependent on external circumstances. It is a choice you make, a state of being you assume. By choosing gratitude, you are choosing happiness. Revise your day. The practice of revision is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. It allows you to literally rewrite your past, which in turn reshapes your present and future. Each night before you sleep, replay the events of your day in your imagination. But here's the key. Revise any events that were less than satisfactory. See them unfolding in the way you would have preferred. Did you have a difficult conversation with a loved one? Replay it in your mind, but this time see it unfolding harmoniously. Did you miss an opportunity at work? In your revision, see yourself confidently seizing that opportunity. This is not about denying reality or escaping into fantasy. It's about exercising your divine power as the creator of your experience. By revising your day, you are literally reshaping your reality. Silence your inner critic, the voice in your head. That constant commentary on your life is not you. It is merely a collection of beliefs and assumptions you have accumulated over time. Many of these beliefs may no longer serve you. Whenever you catch yourself in negative self-talk, pause. Take a deep breath. Then consciously choose a thought that serves you better. If your inner voice says, "I'm not good enough," consciously affirm, "I am more than enough. I am worthy of all good things." Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And as the thinker, you have the power to choose which thoughts to entertain and which to dismiss. Practice self-love. Self-love is not selfishness or narcissism. It is the recognition and acceptance of your divine nature. It is the acknowledgement that you are a perfect expression of God, worthy of all good things. Start each day by looking in the mirror and saying, with feeling, "I love you." Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a dear friend. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, knowing that they were necessary steps in your journey of awakening. Remember, you cannot give what you do not have. By loving yourself fully and unconditionally, you become a channel through which love can flow to others. Live in the present moment. The present moment is the only point of power. It is the only place where you can choose your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It is the only place where you can create. When you find your mind wandering to past regrets or future worries, gently bring it back to the present. Focus on your breath, on the sensations in your body, on the sights and sounds around you. This practice of presence not only increases happiness, but also enhances your creative power. For it is only in the present moment that you can choose your state of being and thus shape your reality. Serve others. Service is not about self-sacrifice or martyrdom. It is about recognizing your connection to all of life and acting from that recognition. When you serve others, you are serving yourself. When you uplift others, you uplift yourself. Look for opportunities to serve in your daily life. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. A kind word, a helping hand, a listening ear. These simple acts of service can have a profound impact on both the giver and the receiver. Remember, true service comes from a place of fullness, not lack. Serve not to get, but to give. Serve as an expression of your true nature, which is love itself. Embrace your divinity. This final point is the culmination of all the others. To truly make yourself happy, you must embrace your divinity. You must accept, without doubt or reservation, that you are God expressing itself in human form. This is not an intellectual concept to be understood, but a truth to be lived. When you fully embrace your divinity, you realize that there is nothing outside of you. All that you see, all that you experience, is a reflection of your own consciousness. Live from this truth. Let every thought, every word, every action be a testament to your divine nature. For in doing so, you not only make yourself happy, but you contribute to the awakening of all humanity. My dear friends, as we come to the close of our discourse, I want you to understand that what I've shared with you today is not mere theory or philosophy. These are practical, applicable principles that, when lived, have the power to transform your life completely. But remember, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. It's not enough to understand these principles intellectually. You must live them. You must embody them. You must become them. For the next 30 days, I challenge you to put these principles into practice. Imagine your ideal scene daily. Feel your desires as already fulfilled. Live in the end. Practice gratitude and revision. Silence your inner critic and cultivate self-love. Live in the present moment and serve others. Above all, embrace your divinity. Do this, and I promise you, your life will transform in ways you can scarcely imagine. For you will have aligned yourself with the creative power of the universe. You will have remembered your true identity as God expressing itself in human form. And as you transform your own life, you will become a beacon of light for others. Your very presence will inspire and uplift those around you. For when one of us remembers our true nature, we create a ripple effect that touches countless lives. Remember, the kingdom of heaven is within you. It is not a place to be reached, but a state to be realized. And in that realization lies the key to lasting happiness, to boundless joy, to a life of miracles. You are the miracle. You are the power. You are God in expression. Claim your divine heritage. Live from this truth and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. Go forth, my dear friends, in this knowing. Let every moment of your life be a testament to your divine nature. For in doing so, you not only make yourself happy, but you contribute to the awakening of all humanity. You are blessed beyond measure. You are loved beyond comprehension. You are divine beyond question. Now go and live from that truth and let your light shine for all to see. Thank you for your attention, your openness, and your willingness to explore these profound truths. May your journey of self-discovery bring you endless joy, boundless love, and the deep, abiding happiness that is your birthright. Remember, you're not merely seeking happiness. You are happiness itself. You're not merely seeking love. You are love itself. You are not merely seeking God. You are God expressing itself in human form. Live from this truth, my dear friends, and watch as miracles unfold in your life. For when you align with the truth of your being, the entire universe conspires to support you. Go and create the life of your dreams. For you are the dreamer, and this is your dream. Make it a beautiful one. Thank you. And may your life be filled with endless blessings and infinite joy. My friends, what a joy it is to stand before you all today and speak to you about this wondrous theme of ignore, smile, and move on. You see, these three simple words contain within them the keys to unlocking the very greatest of life's treasures, the power to shape your reality, to transcend the limitations of the world around you, and to live a life of unstoppable joy, fulfillment, and abundance. Now, I know that for some of you, the idea of ignoring, smiling, and moving on may seem almost too good to be true. In a world that is so often filled with turmoil, with negativity, with endless streams of bad news and drama, the thought of simply brushing it all aside and carrying on with a smile might sound a bit, well, unrealistic. But I'm here to tell you, my friends, that this is no mere platitude or empty encouragement. This is a profound and transformative truth that, when truly understood and embraced, has the power to completely alter the trajectory of your life. You see, the ability to ignore, smile, and move on is not just some surface-level coping mechanism. It is a deep-seated spiritual principle that, when harnessed, unlocks the very essence of creative power within you. Now, I can already hear some of you asking, but Neville, how? How do we actually do this? How do we learn to ignore the negativity, to smile through the pain, and to just keep moving forward in the face of life's challenges? Well, my friends, the answer lies in the very nature of consciousness itself. You see, each and every one of us at the core of our being is a divine creative force, a spark of the infinite consciousness that gives rise to all of creation. And it is through the conscious, intentional application of this creative power that we are able to shape our reality, to rise above the tumult of the outer world, and to live a life of joy, abundance, and profound fulfillment. So, let us begin by exploring the first step in this transformative trinity, the art of ignoring. Now, I know this one can be a real challenge in a world that seems to be constantly demanding our attention, our energy, our emotional investment. It can feel almost impossible to tune out the noise, to shut off the endless barrage of negativity and drama that seems to be swirling all around us. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that not only is it possible, it is absolutely essential. For you see, when we allow ourselves to get caught up in the opinions of others, the criticism, the judgments, the endless cycle of blame and victimhood, we are giving away our power. We are allowing the external world to dictate the course of our lives, to pull us off track and keep us mired in the limitations of the status quo. And make no mistake, this is a trap, a deep and insidious trap that has ensnared countless souls throughout the ages. For the truth is, my friends, that the outer world, with all of its noise and chaos, is nothing more than a reflection of our own inner state. It is a mirror, if you will, that shows us the contents of our own consciousness, the thoughts, the beliefs, the emotional patterns that we have, often unconsciously brought into manifestation. So, if we wish to break free from this cycle, if we truly want to rise above the negativity and drama that seems to be swirling all around us, the first and most essential step is to learn the art of ignoring, to cultivate the awareness, the self-mastery, to simply let the opinions, the judgments, the endless stream of external stimuli wash over us without latching on, without allowing it to penetrate the core of who we are. Now, I know, this is easier said than done. Our minds have been so conditioned to react, to engage, to get caught up in the drama, that the idea of simply letting it all go can feel downright impossible. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that it is not only possible, it is the key to unlocking the true power that lies within you. Because you see, when we learn to ignore the negativity, when we refuse to give our energy and our attention to the endless parade of opinions, criticisms, and fear-mongering that bombards us from the outside world, we reclaim our power. We reclaim our ability to shape our reality, to live from a place of conscious, intentional creation rather than mere reaction. And make no mistake, this is no small feat. It requires a deep level of self-awareness, a willingness to go against the grain of societal conditioning, and a steadfast commitment to the truth of who you are. But I can assure you, my friends, that the rewards, the blessings, the sheer transformative power that comes from mastering the art of ignoring, it is beyond anything you could ever imagine. Because you see, when we learn to ignore the negativity, we open the door to the second step in this powerful trinity, smiling. Now, I know this one might sound a bit simplistic, a bit trite, but trust me, my friends, the power of a smile is truly profound. You see, when we choose to respond to the challenges and obstacles of life with a posture of joy, of positivity, of unwavering optimism, we are doing something deeply transformative. We are not just putting on a happy face for the world, but rather we are tapping into the very essence of our divine creative nature. We are harnessing the power of our consciousness, our energy, our vibration, to shift the very fabric of our reality. Because you see, my friends, a smile is not just a facial expression. It is a declaration, a bold and unwavering proclamation of our true nature as divine beings. It is a statement to the universe that says, I am not defined by the chaos, the negativity, the drama that swirls around me. I am something more, something greater, a being of pure, unbridled joy and creative potential. And when we embody that energy, when we allow that radiant smile to shine forth from the depths of our being, it has the power to transform not just our own lives, but the lives of everyone around us. It is a beacon of light, a source of inspiration and empowerment that can uplift and transform an entire community. Just imagine, my friends, a world where we all walk through life with that unwavering sense of inner joy, that deep-rooted confidence and optimism. Imagine a world where, in the face of challenge and adversity, we all responded not with fear or despair, but with a smile that smiled. The smile that said, I've got this. I am the master of my own destiny and nothing is going to knock me off course. That, my friends, is the world that I envision. The world that I know is possible when we make the choice to truly embrace the power of ignoring and smiling. And let me tell you, it is a world of boundless possibility, of pure, unadulterated joy and fulfillment. But of course, the journey does not end there. For once we have mastered the art of ignoring the negativity and smiling through the chaos, we must then turn our attention to the final step in this transformative trinity, moving on. Now, this one might seem the easiest, but trust me, my friends, it can often be the most challenging. You see, In a world that is so often fixated on the drama, the finger pointing, and the endless cycle of blame and victimhood, it can be all too tempting to get pulled into that vortex, to allow ourselves to be consumed by the negativity and chaos. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that the true power, the true freedom lies in our ability to keep moving forward no matter what, to maintain our focus, our vision, our unwavering commitment to our own path, even in the face of the most daunting obstacles and challenges. Because you see, when we learn to move on, when we refuse to get bogged down by the opinions of others, the hurtful comments, the never-ending stream of bad news and fear-mongering, we reclaim our power. We become the masters of our own destiny, the architects of our own lives. And let me tell you, there's nothing more liberating, more empowering than that. To know that no matter what life throws your way, no matter how tough the road ahead may seem, you have the inner strength, the resilience, and the determination to keep moving forward, to keep your eyes fixed on the horizon, your heart open to the boundless possibilities that... Because, my friends, when you learn to ignore, smile, and move on, you unlock a level of freedom and personal power that is truly transformative. You become a beacon of light, a living, breathing example of what's possible when we refuse to be defined by the chaos and negativity of the world around us. And let me tell you, the ripple effects of that kind of transformation are nothing short of astounding. Because when you embody the power of ignoring, smiling, and moving on, you don't just change your own life. You change the lives of everyone you touch. You become a catalyst for positive change, a source of inspiration and empowerment that can uplift and transform an entire community. Just imagine the impact we could have, my friends, if we all embraced this powerful mindset. If we all made the choice to ignore the negativity, to smile through the pain, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Can you even begin to fathom the level of joy, of abundance, of pure, unbridled possibility that we could create, both individually and collectively? It's the stuff of dreams, I know. But I'm here to tell you, it is not just a dream. It is a reality that is within our reach. All we have to do is make the choice to commit ourselves to this powerful trinity of ignoring, smiling, and moving on, to cultivate the awareness, the resilience, and the unwavering determination to rise above the chaos and claim the life of our dreams. And let me tell you, the rewards, the blessings, the pure, unadulterated joy that awaits us on the other side of that transformation, it is beyond anything we could ever imagine. Because when we learn to ignore, smile, and move on, we unlock a level of freedom, of fulfillment, and of personal power that is truly limitless. You see, my friends, at the core of this transformative principle lies a profound and timeless truth. That we as divine beings are the architects of our own reality. We are the creators, the shapers of the world we inhabit, and the only limitations we face are those that we have, consciously or unconsciously, imposed upon ourselves. And it is through the conscious, intentional application of this creative power, this power to ignore, smile, and move on, that we are able to transcend the boundaries of the outer world and live a life of true freedom, joy, and abundance. Now, I know that for some of you, this may all sound a bit lofty, a bit too good to be true. And I understand that skepticism, that cautious hesitation. After all, we've been conditioned by a world that so often emphasizes the power of external circumstances, the limitations of the status quo. But I'm here to tell you, my friends, that this is a lie. A pernicious falsehood that has kept countless souls trapped in a cycle of fear, of disempowerment, and of self-imposed limitations. Because the truth is, we are not at the mercy of the world around us. We are not victims of circumstance, doomed to be buffeted about by the whims of fate. No, my friends, we are the masters of our own destiny. We are the captains of our own ships, the architects of our own lives. And it is through the conscious, intentional application of the principles of ignoring, smiling, and moving on that we are able to rise above the chaos, to transcend the limitations of the outer world, and to live a life of boundless joy, fulfillment, and abundance. So I ask you, my friends, what is holding you back? What fears, what doubts, what limiting beliefs are you clinging to that are keeping you from embracing the full power of your own divine creative potential? Because I can assure you, the moment you let go of those shackles, the moment you make the choice to ignore, smile, and move on, the entire trajectory of your life will begin to shift. Suddenly, the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will begin to melt away. The opinions, the criticisms, the endless stream of negativity that once weighed you down will lose their power, their grip on your consciousness. And in their place, you will feel a surge of inner strength, of resilience, and of unwavering determination that will propel you forward towards the life of your dreams. It's a transformation, my friends, that is nothing short of miraculous. And I can say this with the utmost confidence, because I have seen it happen time and time again, both in my own life and in the lives of countless others who have embraced the power of ignoring, smiling, and moving on. You see, when we truly understand and embody the truth that we are the creators of our own reality, when we take full responsibility for the thoughts, the beliefs, and the emotional patterns that we bring into manifestation, then we unlock a level of personal power and freedom that is truly limitless. No longer are we at the mercy of external circumstances. No longer are we defined by the opinions and judgments of others. Instead, we become the captains of our own ships, the architects of our own lives. And from that place of empowerment, of unwavering self-trust, we are able to navigate the storms of life with grace, with confidence, and with an unshakable sense of purpose. And my friends, let me tell you, the joy, the fulfillment, the sheer abundance that comes from living life in this way, it is beyond anything you could ever imagine. Because when you learn to ignore the negativity, to smile through the challenges, and to keep moving forward no matter what, you unlock a level of inner peace, of deep-seated contentment that is truly priceless. No longer are you weighed down by the opinions of others. No longer are you consumed by the never-ending cycle of drama and chaos. Instead, you become a beacon of light, a living, breathing embodiment of the truth that we are all at the core of our being, divine creators, blessed with the power to shape our own reality and live a life of pure, unbridled joy. And let me tell you, my friends, the ripple effects of that kind of transformation are nothing short of astounding. Because when you embrace the power of ignoring, smiling, and moving on, you don't just change your own life. You change the lives of everyone you touch. You become a catalyst for positive change, a source of inspiration and empowerment that can uplift and transform an entire community. Just imagine the impact we could have if we all made the choice to walk this path together, if we all committed ourselves to the principles of ignoring, smiling, and moving on, and use that transformative power to create a world that is truly reflective of our highest aspirations, our deepest values, and our most profound sense of purpose. It's a vision, my friends, that fills me with a deep and abiding sense of hope, because I truly believe that when we embrace the power of ignoring, smiling, and moving on, we unlock the very essence of what it means to be human, to be creators, to be manifestors, to be the masters of our own destiny. And let me tell you, the rewards, the blessings, the pure, unadulterated joy that await us on the other side of that transformation, it is beyond anything we could ever imagine. Because when we learn to ignore, smile, and move on, we unlock a level of freedom, of fulfillment, and of personal power that is truly limitless. So my friends, I urge you, I challenge you to make the choice today to embrace this powerful Trinity, to start putting these principles into practice in your own life. Because trust me, the journey is not always easy, but the rewards, the transformation that can occur is absolutely mind-blowing. Imagine a world where we all walk through life with that unwavering sense of inner strength, that deep-rooted resilience and determination. Imagine a world where we all refuse to be defined by the negativity and drama, and instead chose to respond with a smile, a posture of grace and positivity. Imagine a world where we all kept our focus laser sharp on our own paths, on our own dreams and aspirations, no matter what obstacles try to knock us off course. That, my friends, is the world that I believe is possible. That is the world that I know we can create together when we choose to ignore, smile, and move on. And let me tell you, the possibilities are truly endless. So, let us begin this journey, my friends. Let us take that first step. Let us make the choice to embrace this powerful Trinity. And let us see what kind of magic we can create, both in our own lives and in the lives of those around us. Because I can assure you the rewards, the blessings, the sheer transformative power that awaits us on the other side. It is beyond anything we could ever imagine. Thank you, my dear friends, for being here today and for your willingness to embark on this incredible journey of self-discovery and empowerment.